I was even holding my car and I dropped him.
Yeah, well, because they don't want you to bring him in there, I guess. All right.
I would just end up throwing him at the boss anyway.
So you will need... Yep, you got 2 of the good weapons you need. I think these are the only 2 weapons you need for the entire battle, so... I don't even think you need the boots, actually. I know you need the hook shot.
No.
And your sword.
I mean, I only got it in this temple. I thought I actually
And your sword. Sword. This is similar to a boss in Twilight Princess, actually. It's almost identical.
I played that.
Well, you remember the one where you're in the pit when you use the spinner?
No.
Do you remember the... It's called the Arbiter's Grounds. And there's a giant parasite snake thing. It's very similar to this.
Kind of. This actually reminds me of Shadow Colossus more. The flying thing that goes in the water too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, since this is more of like a sand flying worm, it kind of reminds me of the giant worm with the sacks that you pop in the field. That one was one of my favorites. That was really fun. So, yeah, don't do that. He's gonna eat you.
Yep, he did.
It's pretty easy to like figure out what you gotta do though. Yeah, gotta entice him, and then you gotta you're sinking in though, so be careful. Yeah, you gotta always be like moving away from him when you're. There you go. There you go. You got it, and now he's gonna send out his little wormy friends, and you're gonna have to kill them. You don't have to, but it definitely makes it easy. They're burrowing all the time. Also, he's right below you.
I can do that.
Yeah,
holy cow.
Got him.
Got him.
Oh. You can't get him while they're in the sand. You have to pull him out. Ooh, you got the one you weren't aiming at.
Oh, come on. Get him.
Got him. Let's see. Do I have a story while you're fighting this boss? I don't know. I can't think of any stories right now.
Just a random story?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything that happened while you were gone. Besides me just playing Mario Kart. Oh! I need to show you, when we get a chance, I need to show you that they added the 200cc to Mario Kart.
Oh, you did show me that. Oh gosh,
did I show you?
No warning.
Did I show you racing with 200cc?
No.
Because I tried it out yesterday and it's fucking insane. It's just like pure chaos. I was like, I did the first Grand Prix, like the very first cup, just to like try it out. And I was like, oh, this is a little harder than like what you'd think, but it's not like terrible. But then like in the middle, or I finished that Grand Prix, and then I was like, I wonder what Baby Park is like at 200cc, and it's just pure fucking chaos. Like it's just like you are going so like it feels like it's so much faster than 150cc. And you think 150cc is like the normal speed. It's so uncomfortably fast. It actually makes it, you actually have to change the way you drive to get around certain corners. Like you have to start drifting way earlier than you're used to. To like be prepared for the turn. Because your car can't turn that fast. There you go. You're doing good. You're almost done. Do it. Just don't get sucked in. You did it! Nice. You did it in 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Good, because I got a story that I can tell.
Well, he dies.
Well, yeah. But we gotta have more than 5 minutes.
It's gonna do the... It always says that. Whenever there's a segmented body, it's gotta do that. Do the dance. Yeah! Okay, so story time.
So, Carrie is going through Star Wars because she's never seen it before.
Oh yeah, have you finished that yet?
No, we're in the middle of 6, but we
Like,
did...
you're in the, like, you didn't finish the movie?
Right, we're in the middle of 6.
How do you not finish a movie?
Because we're driving back from New Mexico and we were falling asleep.
Oh, you did, okay. Understandable.
So anyway...
I was like, if I'm gonna be in a, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but like, if I'm in an apartment or wherever I'm watching a movie, I'm gonna watch all the way through. I hate stopping. Continue.
So, we also did the 4, 5, 2, 3, 6.
Yeah, the machete order, for those of you that don't know.
Yep. So we were watching it that way, and she had only heard, like, when we got to 5, and he says, "No, I am your father."
Spoilers.
Right? So she knew that happened, and she knew that was a line from the movie Star Wars.
But she didn't understand the context.
Well, she didn't know that it was Darth Vader that was Luke's father, so that blew her mind.
So the machete order actually worked.
Yes.
Very well.
Trust me, this is just the beginning of this story. So, she's going through, we hit that point, and it blows her mind. We skip 1, go right into 2. 2 was pretty dull. She was interested in the romance between him and Padme.
Which is like the worst part of that movie.
Yeah, but it
I can
caters
see
to
it
those
appealing.
people.
Yeah, I can see it appealing to her.
So, and then we get to the 3rd one, and then we see that he's going, like, slowly going bad, but he's got good intentions. Mm-hmm. And she, oh, whoops.
Look at clothes now.
We restored it to its
So
power.
the Master Sword is now at full power.
Woot woot. So we get to the part where he bows down to Darth Sidious.
And he gets dumped to Darth Vader.
Yeah, and he says, "I now name you Darth Vader." And she was like, "What? He's been Darth Vader the whole time?" Because you don't learn that until 6, when Yoda is the first one to say Anakin.
That's true. Oh man. Machete order. The guy who made that is a fucking genius.
And it's really only good for people who are like
Never seen it before.
They've never seen it before. They're going in with a fresh mind, and they don't want to watch it in the order that it was made. Because that is kind of a dull way to watch it, because then you already know everything for 1, 2, and 3. So it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that blew her mind. So she was like, "Oh my god, so he's been Vader the whole time," and then he goes around killing little kids.
Younglings.
And little younglings.
Killing younglings.
And then he, what's next? Oh, so then she knows that Anakin and Padme are... Crap, let's get the map. Let's see where we're going to get.
We have to get the Triforce shards. Also, get away from him. Do you have the Triforce map? We're just gonna head in a random direction while you look that up.
Yep. I was gonna say, do we just cycle through?
Yeah, you just cycle through. It's the incredible chart, I believe. Yep.
Okay, there we go.
So you can go to that top right square and get.
What are the? Does that just show me where the treasure charts are, like remaining ones?
Well, yeah. This will, like, if it's a chart, it'll show you where to get that's the square that you go to get the chart.
Okay.
That'll lead you to the Triforce shard. And then the actual, like, Triforce symbols are where you can actually go and get the actual shards.
Okay.
And they're generally around where they, like, see that they're not exactly centered.
Mm-hmm. They're in the general.
I assume that one is supposed to be on the island itself.
Alright. So anyway, she now knows that Anakin and Padme are Luke's parents.
Yeah.
And then, everything happens. He becomes Darth Vader. He's got the suit, and then we go to Obi-Wan and Padme doing the birth, and then she has the baby, and he's like, "Here's the first one, the second one's coming," and Obi-Wan's like, "I'm sorry," and she's like, "She's pregnant with twins," and Carrie's like, "What? Luke doesn't have any siblings?"
Oh yeah, because they don't even mention that.
That is, again, after Yoda tells him, he reveals Anakin's name, and then Yoda dies, and then he goes to talk to Obi-Wan's Force Ghost, and Obi-Wan's Force Ghost is the... Yeah. Obi-Wan's Force Ghost is the one that tells him that Leia is his sister.
Oh
So she didn't know that. So then she's like, "Oh my God, who is it?" And then she says, "It's a little." The robot says, "It's a girl." She's like, "There are no girls. There's just Leia." And then she says, and then she names her Leia. And she's like, "Oh my God, oh my God." That was awesome.
That sounds like super hyped.
Yeah.
Like I am now super hyped to go and watch. I'm going to rewatch. Oh, go to that tree. You can use the hook shot.
I can.
I'm like super hyped to. I'm going to marathon all the Star Wars movies before we go see Force Awakens. No. Where are you going?
I couldn't get it.
You were close. You just had to be a little patient because the swells in the sea will actually get you closer.
I thought so, but they were taking.
Also, you might want to be a little farther away. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Just give it a second. There you go. Bam.
Yeah, it is really good, but I mean, after you've seen it a few times,
Well, it's
it wasn't
a great series.
It's. I mean, honestly, it's an alright series. After you've seen it a few times, it's nothing like what we're doing next is watching Harry Potter, which
She hasn't seen that
She
either?
has not seen it
Not
nor
read
read the books. Holy crap! Didn't even know you were there.
You got lucky because those are electrified.
Oh, heard an arrow too. But yeah, so she hasn't read or heard that. So when she saw that like Luke and Leia are twins and Darth Vader is Anakin the whole time, she's like, "Oh my God, it's like been a thing the whole time." I'm like, Carrie, if that blows your mind, wait until you hit the last movie of Harry Potter and realize that is all connected.
Oh yeah, like
that's an even better reveal.
Like the super crazy shit, like how Nagini the snake is the snake that he freed from the zoo in the first movie. That shit is like the kind of shit that blows my mind even now.
Yep.
If you didn't know that, there's a nice little tidbit for you, because that shit blew my mind. I think there's one more thing up top, but you can also drop down in that hole whenever you'd like.
Let's check it. So yeah, I'm actually more excited for Harry Potter than.
Well, Harry Potter, you feel like you haven't seen as many times because Star Wars has been out for fucking forever, and unless you're someone like Alyssa, like my friend Alyssa, that literally has seen Harry Potter on ABC Family 100 more times, then you probably have seen Star Wars more times than you've seen every single Harry Potter kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Because I definitely have.
I actually would say that I've seen the Harry Potter series through more than I've seen either of the trilogies. Probably.
I saw...
Maybe not any of the single movies, because I've seen 2 and 4 a lot.
I would say I saw 2 a lot, because that was when I was a kid. 4, I saw a fair number of times. 5, though. 5, I saw a lot. It's the one I've seen the least was actually 3, because when I was a kid, 1 and 2 came out. I saw 2 in theaters with my parents, and 1 was like the big Star Wars movie for like getting kids interested in Star Wars. Mm-hmm. Even though it was a terrible movie, it was still a good movie for like kids to see. It was still interesting. I remember having like a game that like me or like one of my friends or something like that, we had a game related to it that we used to play around with. Bam.
I actually think 4 may be my... I don't know, it's a close toss-up between 4 and 3 and Star Wars being my favorites.
What's your favorite Harry Potter?
That, I don't know if I could even say.
You don't know what your favorite one is?
No.
I mean, each one has a different feel to it, so it'd be pretty easy to pick one that has has the feel that you like the best.
I don't think I could.
You don't think so?
No.
I'd say that 3 is probably one of my favorites because
really
that was the transition into the darker tone.
Very true.
Because they got the new Dumbledore because he died, and they got the new director because they used the same director for the first 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like 3,
Nice.
but I don't know. I feel like I've seen 5 a lot.
5 is actually the one I've seen the least. Of all the Harry Potters.
Really? You should pull out your bonds.
I should.
5 is the one that I think I've seen like a ton. I don't want to say that it's the one I've seen the most, but I've definitely seen it a lot. And it's also just really funny to watch because the whole like montage with what's her face, the evil teacher.
Oh God. What is her name? What is it?
For some reason, I'm thinking of Elfie from Hunger Games, but that's not. I mean, it's kind of a similar character at the beginning, but not the same at the
Pettigrew
end.
stuck on my tongue. What
Huh?
is? I can't get Pettigrew off my tongue. It's
Peter Pettigrew.
Yeah.
What is her name?
Madam.
Time on replay. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. And let you guys
I'll
know.
Google it.
You guys can scream at your screen for the next 5 minutes. And
No, for the next day. Screw you guys.
next day. It'll be 5 minutes for me. Haha.
Bye.